One of the questions that we're kind of curious about is what role, or how do you balance your roles as business partners? I mean, I know with some family businesses, people just can't turn it off, when you, but when it comes to having a marriage and maintaining a healthy relationship, what have you learned that has helped you handle challenges?
Yeah, I'll start. So logistically, you just have to talk with each other, and you have to set a little bit of boundaries. So, for example, Joe and I decide lunchtime is a time where we sit down, we talk business. We talk what's going on in the day, who do we need to talk to about our clients, and just to be clear, we help people buy, sell, and lease commercial real estate. That's what we do. So when you hear commercial real estate, sometimes you're like, what does that even mean? That's what we do. So it's very client-facing. It's going on tours. It's we're moving in and out of our house often, and so we decided that lunchtime, business, talking business. But right before bed is talking about who's taking our 4-year-old tomorrow, who's picking him up, what are we doing, how do we get through the next day, right? So that becomes husband and wife talk, and then during the day is business, unless something pops up and we can talk about other things as well.
That's awesome. So you have that expectation. You already know
Yes.
that we're going to have that time.
Yes, we do. We set that, and we chalk that out, and we both agree that that's the time to talk.
It keeps me in line. Right, I'm more of the visionary, and she's more of the planner, and I think there's a complementary personality types there, right? I'm kind of just I want to push the industry forward. I want to push our company forward, and she's like, okay, what's the plan? And so, and when's the time to talk about the plan, right? And so it's amazing having a partner in your life like that.
That's nice. It sounds like that balance is really something that's pretty God ordained. I mean, that he.
Yeah, it took a little while though. We're 7 years in. It was not like this the first couple of years, let me tell you. And I'm like, what's happening? He's like, I thought we were doing great. I'm like, no, I don't have a plan. We don't have anything. No boundaries of talking about everything. So now we figured it out.
How about for you too?
Yeah, I think it's awesome seeing the strengths and. Amber Lee's a labor and delivery nurse, and so when she says, hey, I want to start this small business, and all the components, she had done all of her research on it. She was like, oh, well, this is what I need. This is, hey, a cottage food permit is this this is how I do it, and this is how I file for the LLC. I'm like, wow, she has so many things figured out. And so it was really cool to see her strengths in running the business and planning for those things ahead of time, and then just bouncing off of each other's strengths when it comes to I'm a numbers guy. I spend so much of my day in spreadsheets and looking at compensation or whatever it might be, and so. So my whole goal with this whole thing was to leverage my strengths in terms of efficiency and tracking and all of that to help her focus on what she needed to focus on, which is the ingredients and purchasing all the products she needs, improving her recipes or whatever it might have been. So it's really cool to see as we go throughout this process. And we're still very early on, but go throughout this process and leveraging each other's strengths and weaknesses and finding, okay, well, you're not very strong here, so let me step in, or I'm not very strong in this area, so she's going to step in. And so that's been a really fun part of the process to see how it evolves over time.
What is your favorite loaf? Just out of curiosity.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm very partial to just a classic sourdough.
Okay.
If I had to pick, I think I would pick that every time. What about you?
Mine 100% garlic parmesan.
There you go.
It's something else.
You're getting us kind of hungry here, but that's pretty awesome.